I gotta start. I gotta stop doing that for the last two. I think I've done that.
Hello, everyone.
Bonjour, bonsoir. Hajime miyashite. Yoroshiku. I would just start greeting people, bruh. I swear to God. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I'm assuming you're back, because
welcome back, friends.
if you here for the first time, I'm sorry, honestly, because you're just about to be assaulted, all your senses at once.
If you're here for the first time, go and watch our previous episodes.
If you are a TGWD virgin, go and watch TGHD #1.
That's like
you know what I never thought about? Have you ever thought, like, is TGHD #1 the first show we watched with implied / explicit intercourse in it? I say implied because, like, what if there's a show we watched beforehand that has implied intercourse,
Let me do just a slight bit of research.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And while you're doing that, let me introduce myself. Welcome back to TGWWD, the great whatever we want discussion. I am, of course, your host, the one and only
Princess
24
Lover.
hours. Oh, shit. You're so right. That's kind of hard, bro. We really did that.
I was trying to remember if we did Princess Lover before or after HD, but Princess Lover is like episode 10.
Yeah, but nothing before that, right? Yeah, I don't think. But you know me, it's Mr. 24 Hours Ahead, Father Time who can't rhyme, Big the Fat, Young Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The
mastermind with a bastard mind.
Always on time, but never on time.
The worst best friend to have. Tamarrow. What is poppin', everybody? But yeah. And of course, as always, if you ever see an episode without him, you might be tripping balls, because what the fuck? We have, the Jew with the goo. Go ahead and hit that, because, I might have forgotten a little part, but it's not important because we're out here and you got that.
As he stated, I am the Jew with the goo, Mr. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter dollar, Mr. Inch, millimeter, decameter, centimeter, nanometer, Mr. Mile, Mr. Yard, Mr. Footlong, sub.
$13 plus tax.
Oh my goodness.
Inflation's crazy.
Are they like actually $13 now?
I'm pretty sure.
Inflation, bitch. And of course, co-founder and owner of a young Richard.
I
go by Couch, but you may call me what you please.
I don't know if you want that action, bro.
I'm ready for the smoke.
Bro is gonna call you Mr. Tickleballs in the grocery store.
I gotta live up to the name. Someone come up to me without tickling their balls.
Bro walks up to you, you're holding 2 apples in one hand. Why, hello.
Roll them bitches around like fushigis.
Fucking store security comes up. Hey, it's you again. Stop following the apples.
Don't ever let me around the produce section, bro. I swear.
But yeah, this show is whatever we want to talk about. We just vibe, catch y'all up to date with what's been going on, and all that type of shit. We just chatting. This is the Yap podcast for real.
Yappington City.
Yes, Unc. I'm sorry. It's so ugly. Oh my god.
You ladies all right?
Oh my god, bro. I have to bring something up. My algorithm has been completely fucking crumbled to dust. I get
My shit is just like not funny anymore. I don't know what happened.
my algorithm has gotten immensely more funny on TikTok because half of them are videos with 0 likes, 0 views, and it's just some old head posing up in a Wendy's apron, fucking next to a garbage can for 7 pictures in a row with some song in the background.
I know that kind of shit you're talking about.
That's like half my algorithm right now. It's like, okay, get him. And I don't know if you have this one dude who just has like, he just makes videos at like work or outside of his work, and he just like pretends he has a like fucking superpowers and uses After
Dog,
Effects with shitty fireballs.
I get this one girl that does like I don't know exactly where it's from. It's like some Asian place, but she does like mukbangs
Uh huh.
where she'll like bust out some like splendiferous looking seafood. And she'll be like, "We got this," and then she pulls out a bottle of henny every single time.
Anything is possible.
Shit is crazy.
That's insane. Oh my god, I need to see that. uh, yeah, it's either hit or miss for real.
Hmm.
But yeah. You want to start the catch up?
Yeah,
Wake up is the first of the month.
we can do a little bit of catch up. Um, I guess game wise.
Yeah, what's been going on with you, broski?
Recently I started playing Apex. I've like
Bro
right
is
around
really
20
desperate.
hours. It's like fun, but I'm like really fucking bad since I have no aim. Like, Call of Duty, I would use shotguns, and fucking Overwatch, I play Lucio. You don't need aim on that shit.
Bro wants himself a gamer girl.
So it's rough. I just play trios with my friends. I don't even like.
I'm pretty sure the Apex, like, what do you call that? Demographic is like probably 60-40 women to men.
Really?
Yeah, it's like unusually high. A lot of women love playing Apex.
Okay. I played and uh, I guess caught up to where it's at in early access. Ultra Kill. It's a
Mm,
really fucking sick movement shooter. It's like on par with Doom. I would say it's really fucking slick.
I bet.
I've been playing a lot of shitty free horror games.
That
So
is,
I downloaded like 10,
bro.
such as How Fish is Made, One Night at Barney's 3.
That can't be good, bro. It literally cannot be a good game.
It's just a fucking FNAF rip.
Of course.
Bone Dust, Impasto, Peekaboo, Toings, Pops. They're all
What
terrible.
the
They're
fuck?
fucking terrible. All of them are bad.
Bro.
Um, Payday 3 came out.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah,
I've been playing Payday 2 for like 10 years or
yeah.
some shit like that.
Ever since I've known you, you've been playing Payday.
Yeah, Payday 3 fucking sucks balls though.
Oh really? That's unfortunate to hear.
Yeah, so with Payday 2, it was a lobby system, so there would be like a lobby owner and then everyone would like join off the owner. And
Mm,
Payday 3, it's a matchmaking system. So you make a party and then it'll queue into matchmaking. So even if you have a full party, it'll still matchmake to get into the map.
mm-hmm.
Uh and there have been issues with servers,
Of
people
course.
actually getting into play them. And
Right.
so their short-term solution to getting around the server issues was to throttle the servers to 4,000 concurrent players.
Okay.
So fucking like no one is able to play right now.
Word.
That aside, uh, a whole bunch of game mechanics are really different. They like reworked how like stealth missions work. So like rather than it having like a detection level where you can lower it or raise it, it's just a flat thing and you can like do a lot more shit without having to like mask up and take your gun out and shit.
Mm.
And there's one mechanic that they added that I vehemently hate. In stealth, it's more notable in stealth than anything else, but
Mm.
it's a mechanic where, like, lore wise, I think you have to like look for like good Wi-Fi spots
Oh my god.
when you're trying to like hack or some shit. And so when you're in the middle of trying to stealth and like hide from guards and shit like that, you have to sit in a spot for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds like some dog shit.
It's it's dog shit. Like when you're like going loud or whatever, when you know you're just like spraying down people, it's pretty fun, but
Mm.
it's pretty rough so far.
Did you have to pay for it?
Not one of my friends bought it for me.
Was it full price? Is it a full price game?
It should be, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god. That is
Oh, it's only 40. It's 40.
only $40.
Yeah, but if they're gonna base it off of the Payday 2 model,
Mm-hmm.
Payday 2 has like $200+ worth of DLC for like maps and shit. So, you know, it's gonna end up being around like a $500 game, I assume.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever seen gameplay of Payday. Not once. I have no clue what it looks like. Is it like a
It's
mission based thing?
Yeah, so I guess I'll go off with Payday 2, but
Yeah. The one that
with Payday
matters.
2, you get options for customizing like what weapons you want to bring in. Uh and you know, as you level up, you'll unlock the ability to use different weapons or whatever, and all those weapons get different attachments. Like, you know, if you want to do stealth, you can throw in a silencer. You know, if you want to do some crazy like crit build, you might still use a silencer even though you're going loud or whatever. There's like different uh perk decks which are like you can only have one and they give different bonuses depending on what you use, and then they're like skill trees. So like some of them are like heavy around crits, some of them are like heavy around big armor and shit like that. One of
Mm-hmm.
them gives you like an Iron Man type suit and shit like that. And then, you know, you go to a bank and you rob the place, or you like rob a jewelry store. One of them you like break a dude out of prison and you have to like escort him through a city where there's just like constant shooting at you and shit like that. It's really fun to play, but it's, I would say, kind of boring to watch.
Ah, okay. I understand.
But I've been playing a lot of Crab Champions as well recently. I've been trying to 100% that game.
I have it. I haven't played it yet.
I'm only one achievement away, and I saved the easiest one for last.
Of
It's
course.
just get 5 wins on the hardest difficulty, which is whatever at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess like show wise, I have been watching a show
Nani?
on YouTube. They have a version of like Hell's Kitchen that's unedited, so it doesn't have any of
Ooh.
that corny like. And on the red team side, this
Dun
happens
dun
type
dun.
shit. It's just, you know, Gordon fucking stressed out of his mind,
That's
yelling and
awesome.
like swearing at people where it's just dead silent. Like the only thing you hear is like the clattering of the cooking utensils and shit like that. No background music, and it's pretty fucking good.
You know, I never thought about it like that until you said it, but there's got to be like people love watching like Gordon Ramsay fucking obliterate people and like just shit on them completely. But there's got to be a group of people, as you say that, there's got to be a group of people that enjoy seeing someone more stressed than them in a working environment. Like, whew, at least I'm not him. That's a tough
Yeah,
job.
I was talking to my friend since we were watching it together. I was like, you know, Gordon looks really stressed, but this has got to be like the most fun he has during the day. Like he gets
Mm,
home after doing this shit and is numb.
yeah. Yeah. Ver has nothing to say.
Yep.
I can agree with that. Because I know I
But
wouldn't.
aside from that, manga stuff, I'm not gonna bore y'all with that today. I'll save it for the next WD.
Word, word, word. Interesting. Anything on the creative media front, you might say?
I did make a new video. Check out my YouTube channel, that Carpenter 25.
Link in the description below.
Link in the description below. It's probably my favorite video to date. I think I definitely had the most fun making it.
I hate it so much.
It's really bad, and I love making bad videos. Like, with my That Carpenter channel, they're always meant specifically for me. Like, I could give a fuck if anyone else laughed or whatever, but
Yeah.
I always have a good time making them.
Mm-hmm. I like your previous one a lot. The sound effects don't really sell it.
The fucking
I don't even remember what it was called. The footsteps.
Is it the last thing whatever sees series?
Yeah.
I got you. Aside from that, if you haven't checked it out, peep out our SoundCloud.
Your YRP, Young Richard Productions.
Young Richard Productions. We have quite a plentiful amount of bangers.
We haven't come out.
Plentiful, I mean like 6.
Is it 6? I think it's.
We have Flock of Flex.
Tofu.
We
that's not on YRP channel though. There's
You're right.
4, I think, on YRP. And that's Guttural Lessons.
Coinsmith.
The Shaboodle Rules. And then what the fuck's the last one? Why can't I remember the fucking most recent one?
Wasn't Guttural Lessons the most recent one?
Oh, you're so right. Yeah, you're completely right on that. I think it's those 3 mainly. But we know on our separate channels as well we have stuff.
Also, been cooking up some stuff on the low. Have 10,000 different Drive pages open with like 2 bars worth each.
Yep. And it's all untitled document. I have like 5 of those right now. Gotta open them up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Yep, YRP, baby. You know it. I've been, doing a little things. I, in the spirit of Couch's newest video, I also had to make a new video. Norville's incident.
Bro, just jack my style. It's crazy.
Hey, listen. I had an idea, all right? It came to me in a dream. I literally took a nap and I was like, I gotta do this when I get up. It was too bright to do it, so I had to take a nap. You know how it'd be.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, check out my channel as well. I don't really be posting there as much. I just post when I feel like it. And I just want to say that Tunic UK Tro remix is crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy, but I'm really not surprised.
It was so upsetting. I was like, yeah, that's the one I gotta use.
Tro motherfuckers will do everything but use a good beat.
Yep. There is that. For me, besides that video, it's been about a month since we last recorded. So I've been in school for about a month, and for half of that month, your boy had COVID.
That's rough.
I got Dobrovid. I was struggling out here. First week of school, I was out halfway through. Shit was tragic. But
downfall.
Yeah, literally. But it got better. I'm better now, so it's all good. Shit, I might hit a dose of the Eki though for the one time. Hold on. For the audio listeners, sucks to suck. Oh my god. It's so bad.
This makes me think of that one time where you took like 8 Eki shots in one episode.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
I can drink to that.
You know what I got to drink to? Shit, we back on the monster.
Had to wash that bitch down.
Delicioso. But yeah, while I was sick, I was like, I'm sick. Whatever. I can barely fucking lift my head up. I'm gonna listen to this 9-hour Fallout documentary.
Okay.
I went through that shit. I was like, damn, Fallout's pretty cool. Never played it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Fallout. Anything past Fallout 3 sounds kind of boring.
New Vegas.
New Vegas. Anything besides New Vegas kind of sucks besides 1 and 2. Narratively, at least.
Yeah.
Bro was going in depth. I was like, nice. Of course, I had to like rewatch every 40 minutes because I'd fall asleep. Made the video longer. But yeah, back in school, they are beating my ass with this schoolwork. Mostly because last semester, teachers were actually good, except for one, and it was for a class that was whatever. This semester, they are on their yap sessions, bro. I don't know not know what the fuck is going on. It's been a month and I haven't gotten an assignment in reading yet. Bro's just talking. My legal classes, like, they're giving us shit to do, and I'm getting fucked up because it's one of those classes where they hit the, all right, you guys try it. Oh, that was wrong. Here's how I would do it. But you get the grade, but it's graded.
They pray for you to fail and then tell you how to not fail, but it's too late.
Yeah.
It's that English teacher bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not loving that, but I'm making it work somehow. So that's kind of that on that front. What else? Yeah, like I said, I put out some new songs, kind of. Cause
okay.
I mean, you just listen to Jet Ski Barrels. Thoughts, impressions.
You know, I'm always very torn when Kellis was on a track. I love that man, and he's not like a bad rapper, but sometimes he just be spitting, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's a good song, and the beat's definitely tough.
Yeah. I understand your sentiment, but at this point, I've just learned to let it rock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how to succeed.
And it's not like he hasn't improved.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we all have.
I'm going back to bad nicks and bad bitches, if you know.
Don't make me go back to that checkpoint.
Yeah, get to the checkpoint. Hell yeah.
I mean, that was like, to be fair, we did that shit in like 10 minutes.
No, we didn't.
No, I remember it was either like 10 or like 30. But yeah, we set a timer for ourselves. I remember.
Bro, we should go and redo that song.
Do the beat some justice.
Do the beat some justice. Same lyrics. Say it differently.
Same lyrics?
Yeah, you can't change shit. No. I'm kidding. But you gotta keep the checkpoint part. It's too iconic.
Gotta get to the checkpoint, yeah.
Gotta get to the viewpoint, yeah. Wait a minute. Where's the checkpoint? Where's the viewpoint?
That's the remix. I can't get to the checkpoint. I don't know where the viewpoint.
Bro's doing a Drake remix. Fuck no. Oh my god. All right. I think last time, in terms of shows, I said I was watching House. Did I say that?
Yeah.
So as of Last week? No, this week. I finished House.
Okay.
That's I was just dedicated to finishing that joint. It was good enough for me to not get bored.
That was a good show.
It's a good show. Never heard of it before. Now I have.
It's like the one like doctor show that I would say is like worth watching.
Right. Yeah. And I'd agree. So no notes. Shout outs to House.
Okay.
He's just like me for real.
You are nothing like House.
Oh yeah? I'm tall like him.
I'm more like House, bro. I be walking with a limp on the daily. I be walking with a limp. I be popping pills like it's candy. Hello?
Yeah, I mean you're right, but I'm tall. So
So it's like half the population.
no, you're wrong. Half the population is not tall. You just think that way because you're short.
Yeah, you're just
That's-
arguing.
That's just
without
short-minded.
any sort of
No, that's just short-minded behavior.
And the crazy thing is, I'm not even that short. Like, I'm taller than average. I'm just not tall.
If you're saying 50% of the population is above 6 foot, you're lying.
No, I think it's like, at least for guys, I think the average is like 5'8" or some shit.
Yeah. And you're what, 5'10"?
Yeah, like 5'10".
Bro, you might as well just round up.
I'm basically 7.
Real shit.
Hey, actually, the rounding, you know how it works with like decimals or some shit like that. You know, we move it so that like it's like 0.58. I round up to 1. I'm 10 foot.
Hell yeah, you do. You actually got to add your meat to the actual calculation of the height because that's just how it works. It's just going a different direction.
I'm like 15 foot now. Let's talk.
You might as well add that 1 inch. Shit.
Hey, you got to count the ball hang too.
Yeah,
That's like another mile.
You gotta count the hang time. You gotta count the hang time. That's gotta be at least a good 24, 36 extra inches. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. None of that shriveled up in the cold type bullshit. We're gonna hang her in the heat.
Real shit. I mean, yeah. That's what I would do if I were you, though. It's a tactic.
You're right.
Do what you gotta do. Matter of fact, if you gotta add actually the length of your vape to you as well, because if it's on your person, it's you.
Yeah, it's you know, I like always have this in my hand.
But yeah. In terms of games, I've actually been a little bit. I've been gaming just a bit.
Okay.
More than usual. On top of that, I've been streaming just a smidge every so often. Mostly because I was sick, and like after the tiredness disappeared, I was starting to get bored. You know, I was stuck in my room for 10 days, so I started playing some games. First one, I bought Armored Core 6. That is a good ass game, man. That is a good ass fucking game.
It looks pretty fun.
I think you'd really like it. I think like the customization aspect, you literally like spend hours in customization.
That's what looked like the best part.
It is
just
the best
from what
part.
I saw.
It literally is the best part. Messing with your toys, and then you can take them out and see how it works. You can make all different types of armored cores. They have like the basic model where you just have 2 legs or whatever. They have the 4 legs where you look like a minotaur and they can actually hover. And then they have literal tank treads. Like the bottom of your armored core is just a tank. And it's dope. And they all have different like abilities and boons and pros and cons and all that. So that makes it really cool to mix and match, because you'll be like, damn, I want to use a minigun on my armor core, but you can't because you're trying to have a light armor core that can like dodge missiles and shit. you can't have that heavy ass minigun attached.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you do, it's gonna be your only weapon. And shit like that. So I was like, you know what? I want to make my armored core like fast. I want my fast fucking armored core. Give him a shotgun, give him a laser sword, and bro is zooming.
Okay.
And then you get a bunch of unlocks as well as you progress through the game. So you get the ability to have like usually you'd have like missiles on your back for like your bumper buttons, and you can actually switch them to be a different weapon. So you can have 2 weapons on or 3.
Right.
So like for a fast armored core, I put on like a rocket launcher. Cause there's a lot of things that you see in the game that are like, oh, this is from Sekiro, this is Dark Souls. Like a lot of the FromSoft DNA is in there. So like the stagger system from Sekiro is in there. For both your armored core and the opponents.
Gotcha.
And different weapon types affect how much stagger you do to them. And shit like that. The lock-on system is pretty unique. So there's basically an auto lock-on, like a soft lock on everything. And you use that for like low-level grunts or whatever that you're just shooting at, and they auto-target. Depending on your weapon, it might or might not hit, but it auto-locks on regardless. And then there's a hard lock-on, which you can use for bosses. So if you need to focus on them and see like, so the camera actually moves with it, you use that hard lock on. But the thing is, the hard lock ons can still break if like the armored core zooms out of your like screen range.
I got you.
And it'll break, but it'll still be in hard lock on mode. So once you see them again, it'll go back to the hard lock. Yeah. And so I saw a lot of people like trying to like seeing that it broke, turn it off, and then they weren't locked on. They had to redo it. So it takes some getting used to. And also that game is kind of difficult. Honestly, I haven't been having, like, people have been saying, oh my god, this shit's hard. I haven't been having as much trouble as most people have been saying with this game.
I think, that's just in part because the average video game player fucking sucks.
But, FromSoft is also, like, known for their difficulty.
FromSoft.
But with that being said, like, I've dabbled in Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring, I have 40 hours in. Like, I'm not new to FromSoft bosses. And this game feels the easiest by far out of all of those. Because you're fast. You have a lot of movement. Unless you're a tank. And if you're a tank, you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna tank these missiles. Because I have more health.
Yeah.
And then fuck them up. But, people are like, I got stuck on this boss for 2 hours. And shit like that. I've never had it take more than 10 tries to beat the 2 bosses I have so far. Like the 2 ones that everyone's talking about that were like so hard. I was like, eh. And the thing is too, is that Armored Core gives you the ability to go back to your loadout after you die every time. So you can actually change your weapons, change all your shit, whatever you have in your inventory for parts and shit, you can change.
It's like one thing if you struggle in Dark Souls, since there is like a level of, being stuck at what you chose, but with Armored Core, if you're bad at that, that's just like a you problem.
Yeah, just a bit, because they want you to like change out your weapons and see what works.
Mm-hmm.
They literally want you to do that. The only way you could get stuck is if you have no money and haven't bought any parts. So you're like, well, damn, that sucks. Then you just have to go and restart, and you can replay missions anytime to get more money and all that shit. So you just gotta mess around with it, pretty much. But it's really fun. Especially when you fight enemy armor cores and they're just as fast as you. You're like, oh shit, wait a minute. This shit kind of scary. I understand now. And there's the PvP mode too. I haven't played it yet, but it's open to me at this point.
Okay.
It's a fun ass game. I spent so much time in the color customization and shit like that. And the decal editor is super in depth. I'm not smart enough to use decal editors to make cool shit. So I just took like the Decepticon logo from someone and just slapped it on my Armored Core. There's a lot of different ones, like the Kojima Productions logo with the skull, like the Night Skull.
Oh, that's tough.
Like
Yeah.
people have made a ton of them. There's the Elden Ring logo someone made too. Yeah. So there's a lot of shit going on in that game, but it's really fun. Like it's just enjoyable to play. And I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Oh, and they updated the game like a week or two ago. Nerfed the bosses.
That's interesting.
Like what's his name? Radon.
Oh yeah, I
They
forgot that they had a boss nerf in Elden Ring.
mm-hmm. Yeah, they nerfed the two, they nerfed 3 bosses in Armored Core, the ones that people were struggling with. And I was like, I finally got to experience that. Y'all some bitches. I beat them before the patch. Before patch superiority is something different.
Yeah,
Don't worry, you beat the game, you beat the boss. That's nice. I beat him pre-patch.
it's very interesting when like specifically from Soft, but in general when devs for like that kind of like difficulty based game do that kind of thing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's one thing to have like artificial difficulty with like enemies with like a lot of HP and you got like pea shooters, but it's another thing when the player base just doesn't really understand fully how to play the game yet,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're coddling them.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's been my experience with Armored Core, and I'm really liking it. I think you actually would really like it. Like it's just fun. It's not relaxing, so to say. I wouldn't call it relaxing, but it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I like I started reinstalling Nier since
Word.
I've been wanting to like actually try and play that again. I only got like
Finish
3 or 4 hours in, so I didn't really play that much.
right.
But I've been looking for like some like a game or something that's like really stimulating the brain. And so I was thinking about Armor Core.
It is definitely stimulating when you see a million missiles coming at you and you have to
I need
dodge.
something to help scratch my ADHD brain.
Yep, that'll work. It will literally work. And you do have to watch your ammo too, as well. Like that's a legit thing.
I was wondering about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you have to watch your ammo, especially with like the weapons can overheat on top of that as well, depending on the type.
Mm.
So you have to be watching a lot of gauges, like your boost gauge and all that shit as well. So yeah, it's cool. Check it out if you're interested. If you want to be an anime Gundam man, you will like it.
Okay.
You want to dodge the cool laser and then slash it? You got that. That's Armored Core. And the controls are not difficult, unlike the previous Armored Cores, from what I've heard. So yeah. Other than that, a little bit of FF16. Still haven't beaten that game. Still good. Fun. Liking the story. I'll probably finish it a couple months.
Shoutouts.
We'll see how it goes. It's a long game. Like I think it's like 80 hours or something close to that.
Damn.
Oh no, it's 40 hours if you just bum rush the main story. So if you do any side quests or anything, you're adding a bit. And I'm like 20 hours into the game or something like that. So I'm like, I'm in, but I'm not out. I'm not anywhere close to finishing it. So there's that. Also, another game that came out recently, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I've been playing the unofficial successor to Jet Set Radio. That game is a primo relaxing game. I'm not gonna lie.
I was wondering, is Naganuma on the soundtrack for that game?
He absolutely is. He
That was
absolutely
like
fucking is,
the one
bro.
thing holding me back from playing it because I like heard it. I was like, this is some Hideki ass shit.
He super
But
is.
I didn't want to play it if it wasn't Naganuma.
It's not all Naganuma, but he's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just like a rip or some shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. And it's a super good game. God, that soundtrack. I've been bumping the soundtrack for the past week, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I changed some of my ringtones to some songs. The main menu theme in particular is, I think I posted it in the music recommendations in our Discord.
Yeah.
It's called like In the Pocket. Snaps, nigga. Like, oh my god. It's so good.
Okay.
And of course, you know, you do tricks. You Tony Hawk it up. You Jet Set Radio it up. And you can have, there's skateboards, roller skates, and bikes you can use.
That's tough.
And it's funny as well. There's it's basically like the story is you gotta take the territory over because you're part of the bomb rush gang. You're trying to get more rep and all that shit. And official competitions between groups are overseen by the old heads. And it's dudes in jumpsuits with belts that say boom bap and classic on it.
That's tough.
It's so good. It's so fucking funny. And yeah. That's the literal chill game that I play. Cause you just fucking skate around, do tricks.
Okay.
Listen to the music. It's literally all you have to do. You don't have to do the story missions, and they don't force you to. It's just if you want to get to new eras, you will do them. So yeah, I literally was looking for like, you know, there's like bonus challenges and shit like that for outfits, and I was looking for one for like 10 minutes, and I did like a 5-minute trick combo.
Damn. I was really on his fucking pro skater type shit.
Yeah. But like it's not like I was like trying really hard to do it. It's just it comes naturally to you. So it's just, you know, relaxing in that kind of way. Like there's a rhythm to it. Without a better word to say. But yeah, I think that game's like $40. So if you like any of that shit, you definitely need to play it. So those are the two big things I've been doing. Of course, I've been on that Snap life. Call me a snaphead.
I see you on that shit all the damn time, bro.
Bro, I literally watched like a season of House while having Snap on this main screen and then House on the second screen.
Bro got Family Guy funny moments with the Subway Surfer on the side.
But I was focusing on Subway Surfer. Leave me alone, dog.
Oh, that's crazy. Bro really got the stimulation.
You talking about your ADHD, bruh. My shit can only be getting worse. Oh my god. In class, I'm just like dead tired. I just don't want to even have my eyes open. At home? Shit. Let me get my little snappy snap on. The hell
That's
you
just
talking
how
about?
it goes.
Bro, I've been going backwards as of recent. I just had a bag of crack, bro. Like, oh my god. I've been going backwards.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. A couple weeks ago, I got a bag of the lemon and cherry crack.
Oh my, yeah. See, that's
the
even
filled
worse.
ones.
Yeah, I haven't tried those. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared it'll get me hooked.
They mad good, bro.
I'm scared that shit'll get me hooked, bro.
I like eat it and I feel so fucking terrible afterwards. But I'm like, damn, I kind of want another. That's what's so crazy about Twizzlers.
So bad.
Like, I feel like sick as a fucking dog, like as bad as a hangover.
Yeah.
after some Twizzies.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's just like, damn, they're really
there. They right there though. Yeah. It's mind control. Literal mind control. But yeah, it's been unfortunate, and it's more unfortunate that Snap keeps adding like things that make me want to try new decks out. I have 12 decks, 10 if you want to count ones that like weren't pre-made by the game for me. And I'll just be like, I feel like you running a destroy deck right now. Let me do this. And the battle pass system and the like reward loop is so freemium, I could just play forever. The daily challenges come back like every 12 hours. Like, and you get points to upgrade your cards and shit. And every time you upgrade your cards, you get a chance to get another free card and all that. Like, they just give
I
you shit.
gotcha. Yeah.
It makes it so easy to be like, yeah, let me just do these dailies. Da, 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 da. Oh, I might get a free card. Oh, this is a nice card. Maybe I want to build a deck around this. Let's see. Oh, I finally got this one. Like, it's dangerous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's synchronous between my PC and my phone, it's too strong. It's too fucking strong.
Every damn time.
I At least it's something I can just like do though. Like honestly, not having a game like Snap would be depressing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck else I'd do. I'd start doing some nut shit, honestly.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, you got your Dota.
I don't like as of recently. We haven't really been playing it.
Oh no.
Nah, like the most recent like big patch made the game like kind of shit to play.
Ah, interesting.
So it's been more sporadic.
Right, right. And you know what's coming out in literally like a month that I will be meat riding like none other. Spider-Man.
Bro's like the number one
Lord.
beat writer of everything. Is crazy.
That's not true. I don't glaze for everything, bro.
You are the number one glazer that I know.
No, I'm not.
Bro be bouncing up and down Denzel's dick like no one else.
That's
That's
crazy.
for certain.
That's not even true. I don't even know that's true.
Don't bullshit me, bro.
Maybe Mr. Grizzly, Mr. T Tornado. I'm still like Built for Whatever is the best album of this year. If it's 2 years old.
Damn, it really is a whole ass 2 years old.
It don't make any sense. I be thinking fucking Melt My Eyes, See Your Future is fucking from this year. It's not.
Oh yeah, that was last year.
That's what I said. What the fuck have I listened to this year?
Oh yeah,
I don't know any project that I've actually enjoyed from this year.
Speaking on that, Psych and I had a bit of a discussion about it since a new City Morgue project just dropped. It's alright.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's like, in my opinion, like, so like with their older shit, it was like definitely like hardcore, like horrorcore kind of like rap metal, but it was more like real life adjacent shit where it was more about like fucking like shooting someone up or like fucking cooking crack on a stove or some shit like that. But with their like most recent like duo projects with whatever the fuck the most recent albums are called, it's more of like the horror core where it's like I'm fucking Jason and I'm gonna chop your face off with a machete.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I never really liked that shit. Like, like Eminem was really big on it. And the only other thing I can think of is like fucking Insane Clown Posse. And so to me, it's like mad cornball.
Yeah. Is it like old Tyler adjacent?
Kind of
not necessarily in sound, I guess, but in lyrics.
Thematically, sort of. I'd say it's less about like old Tyler. I suppose I should put a bit of a warning.
Yes.
So
Trigger
brief mentions
warning.
Brief mentions of sexual assault and otherwise. But old Tyler was like, I'm gonna fucking chase you down, hunt you, and rape you and impregnate you, then rape the baby after it comes out of the womb, and then I'm gonna fucking chop its head off with big buzzsaw, and I'm gonna fucking ditch you in a fucking ditch with a lot of sand, and I'm gonna bury you, and then I'm gonna dig you back up after 3 weeks and rape your body again.
And then I'm gonna fuck the construction worker who digs up your body. Like, it's like, bro, what? Why are you saying this? Shock value.
Yeah, it's like the shock value shit. And it's like kind of like that. I think to some extent it's fine because it is City Morgue and they've always kind of done that, but they're playing like way more into it than before.
Mm, gotcha.
So, there's a couple songs added in my playlist. I'd say like I probably like a third of the songs on the album.
That's rough. Goddamn.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting or hoping for a lot more since I'm pretty sure that they're like splitting up.
Excuse me. Oh damn. You know, if a project has it's like I like 1/4 of the songs, I don't like the project.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like you
think
have to
like
be between 2 and 3/4, 50 to 75% around there.
like I agree with that to an extent, but I also think that you can, maybe only like a couple of songs off of an album or whatever and still appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Like damn, that the album had some hitters,
yeah, like on Igor, for example, I only like, like three or four songs off of the whole thing, but
but I
it's
like
a
those songs.
it's a good ass album as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I understand that. I guess I'm thinking like when I'm when I'm either like think the song's whatever or good,
Hmm.
I don't count whatever against it because I feel like that's just my taste.
Yeah,
When I think
and
it's bad, then I count it against the album.
I think when you look at it as like a whatever standpoint, that's kind of like the baseline for that artist.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. Because when I go built for whatever, number one meat rider built for whatever, over here,
It is all good.
it's all good. Or I'm like, yeah, this is Grizzy. This is a
Yeah.
Grizzy song. Or I'm like, left wrist icy, right wrist icy. you know.
Hmm.
And speaking of artists, I lied. I actually have been listening to like one new artist, new for me, which is Gloss Up. She's part of like Glorilla's like group.
I got you.
Not
Yeah.
not part of Glorilla's group, but they collab often and all that type of shit. She goes hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like lyrically, she goes fucking harder than the rest of her group. More
Okay.
than Glorilla, honestly. She be talking that shit.
I guess if we're talking about music, nothing new. I've been listening to, I guess, this band for like years, but I've been like really listening the past like couple weeks. System of a Down.
okay.
It's like I'd say in terms of like metal, it's probably my favorite metal band, and the main singer is like one of my all-time favorite singers, Serge
Mm.
Tankian. Fucking great voice. A lot of the songs are like really hard hitting, like, and it has all songs have like that fucking rhythm where you just like, you're like stimming out in a car.
yeah.
Type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like you're just like feeling the music and shit, and then like a lot of the songs have like really deep meanings. So they talk about like their most famous song, like Chop Suey.
Yeah.
It's about like how like some people value like certain deaths higher than others. So like, like you see a drug addict strung out and like fucking OD'd and you're like, oh, he deserved it. But you see someone like a rich guy that got cancer and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry for that guy or whatever.
Yeah. 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 Dope.
And one thing I didn't know until now, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I've never seen a single episode, but apparently Serge Tankian sang a song for the show and it's pretty fucking good.
I've seen it. I don't know. I wouldn't know well enough.
It was the I don't know if you remember the songs at all, but it's called like Rain on Castamere.
Yeah, that brings up a memory slightly. Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
who are you? The Proud Lord said that I must bow so low.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't even fuck with Game of Thrones. I fuck with that song. Bro has a beautiful voice.
yeah. Okay. You fuck with it. I fuck with it.
Yes, sir.
You know who's been in my rotation just a little bit more than often is Steez right now. Mostly Free the Robots. That sample is
God
so
bless him.
good,
Rest in
bruh.
peace.
Yeah, that sample is so good, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for Free the Robot. I'm like, Dear Diary. And then when it goes into that fucking classical piano song, I even forget what it's called, Fugue, I think. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It just 100% of the way through, I'm invested. And then, you know, Rosa Parks took my heart type shit.
Shout out, Psych.
Fucking Free the Homies and Magic. When they come on, I just don't usually skip them. They're pretty good. Is that from this year? Can I claim that as my favorite album from this year?
Was it this year?
I think so.
It was either like early this year or late last year. I think.
It was late last year. Fuck! What the fuck came out this year? Bro, we're done for, bro. We're old.
I'm gonna take a little gander on Google.
Bro, I'm so upset.
Dirk put out an album. I remember listening to that. Sorry.
I don't listen to
Dirk. Magic 2, Nas.
Right. Listen, I guess I might have to say it. Metro Boomin's Spider-Verse album is my album of the year.
That's tough.
It's not bad. Like I'm. You think I'm saying that as like a semi joke, but I'm kind of not joking. I really like the songs off that album.
Trippy put out an album this year.
Oh yeah,
that's interesting.
I didn't peep though. I see Trippy. I'm like, I can handle Trippy in doses.
I stopped liking Trippy once he started doing that like weird rock shit.
I thought the weird rock shit is okay sometimes, not all the time.
Like, I don't even listen to Trippy regularly, but every now and again I have to, like, you know, when I'm driving, I could take it to Topanga.
Yeah, for sure.
Type shit.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
No, sir. That's why they call me the true friend.
I haven't. Slothros hasn't put out anything recently, so they just, you know, if they come on, no, they come on. They're doing a show, in our area though, in November, so I might go to that. You feel? Oh my god, that's hot.
Yeah,
that's hot. No one's getting that reference, bro. It's too old. It's too old.
When was that? Like 2016?
I was gonna say 18, so you're probably more right than I am. I literally couldn't tell you. Oh my god. That's insane.
It was 2018.
Okay. You know, only half a decade ago. Oh, and there's been one more game I've been playing, which is Red Dead Online.
Okay.
I've been playing Red Dead Online with Kelso, and I've been streaming it occasionally when we do, you know, hijinks ensue and shit like that. The game kind of pisses me off, I won't lie.
Shoutouts.
It's too much in depth, bro. Like, if you're broke, the game sucks.
I gotta be broke in real life and in game.
That's what I was just saying. Literally yesterday. God. He was like, yeah, bro, when you have money, this game's pretty fun. I'm like, why do I need real life in my fucking game? I'm good. It's because we had like a hacker show up and just like give us a bunch of free shit and like a bunch of money. He was like, oh, we can finally afford things now. We have more than the base gun and pistol. And you have to like feed your horse all the time or else it fucking dies. That's yourself.
Actually OD. That's OD.
You have to clean your fucking guns or else they stop doing as much damage and accuracy. And you know, you got to buy some gun oil cleaner and shit like that.
That's ham. That's actually ham.
It's so crazy. Like, bro, what? Why? doesn't make any type of sense. Make sure you clean your horse to keep up your horse care. It will reduce your horse's health if you don't clean it. If you don't pet your horse.
This is not Neopets.
Like, come on, son. The only time it stops being unrealistic is when you just like do a classic GTA murdering spree. Like, go out of the area, run away. Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. Now you just have a bounty of $2. You have no money in this game. Every person you kill, you like loot their bodies. They got 10 cents. We only started making money after we got like the bounty hunter's license, which cost 15 gold. Gold bars, which you never get. It's very frustrating. But it's like the basic loop of it is fun. Fast travel costs money.
That's OD. That's unnecessary.
Fast travel costs money, and you can only fast travel when you're in a town with a fast travel.
Oh, so it's like the Skyrim carriage.
Yes. It's literally that.
I gotcha.
You can't fast travel otherwise. Some towns don't have fucking gun stores and shit like that, so you can't buy. So we were playing the other. It was like last week. Oh, and before I say that, my account got hacked. I know you saw that, right? My Rockstar account got hacked while I was sick. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So it took like 4 or 5 days for them to give me my account back. I only got that shit back. But we were playing like a mission or whatever, right? And we were going through it. It was like a fortress of dudes we had to take out or whatever. And I was like, oh, my nigga, I ran out of ammo. Why? Because they don't refill your ammo from missions. And you gotta go to a gun store to buy more ammo.
That's fucked up.
I'm like, what, bro? I ran out of ammo because I've been doing missions and haven't been refilling it.
Bro, I had to pull out the dukes.
I had a knife. I was Ramboing niggas, bro. Kelso was watching me just like run up and stab dudes while they're trying to shoot me.
That's tough.
It looked tough, but I was fighting for my life. It looked funny as shit though. I won't lie. I was just like, so I have to remember to fucking buy my ammunition every time.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit costs money as well. Make sure you keep your gun, do your gun upkeep. You can't never buy clothes because them shits cost a brick. Or literal gold. You can't buy it with just money.
I'd be damned.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I'm waiting for GTA 6 will be lit though. That being said, when I'm 40 and we play Fortnite,
well, dog, I can already imagine all the moments.
Hell yeah. It does get me a little excited for GTA 6, but you know, I'll be like 35 by the time that comes out. So, yeah. That's what I've been doing. Check us out. Doing dumb shit on that over on twitch.tv/Tamarrow. You'll see it in the description and all that. And that's kind of been it for me. Me and Kelso have been watching Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Yep. That is a bum ass dude right there. Have you seen the phenomenon actually that has evolved on like Twitter and all that shit where it's like if you're a female Coomer, you like Jujutsu Kaisen oh so much. It's your favorite.
I have seen that.
It's like you scaring the niggas, bro. It's just
it is bizarre.
It is bizarre, right? But you know, it's just because it's so like it's just a certain phenomenon with just this show. It's like what? Why is it so
even
specific?
With, like shows that are like strictly
supposed to
like targeted where women are the main audience, you don't see that kind of shit. Yeah, like Free or like a little bit back in the day, like Orin Host Club.
That is in its resurgence era. I won't lie.
But like with Jujutsu Kaisen, like I get it, the guys are pretty or whatever. But the women that be talking
Yes.
about that show, they're like predators.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of dudes that talk about hentai all day on Twitter.
Bro, it's like you have JJK fans on one side and you have DXD fans on the other.
Yes, that's exactly it, basically. It's just a picture, like the most normal picture of Gojo Satoru, and the caption is "Till the room stinks." Like, excuse me?
Till the room stinks. Oh my god. That's vile.
Yeah. Like, it's the most wild shit you've ever read in your life, and it's just attached to this screenshot of an anime man. Just standing there. Like, he's not even doing nothing.
I like, freedom of speech or whatever, but some people really just need to be kept in check.
Freedom of speech doesn't mean you're absolved of the consequences from that freedom of speech. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. I mean, just strictly speaking, you can say whatever you want, but you say some things around certain people and they ain't gonna like that much.
I know a certain word I don't use around you anymore because, I think you wouldn't take it well.
Bro's not allowed to say buckaroo around me.
Yeah. Any Buccaneer talk has been dissolved around you.
I took away his cracker card.
He did. I've stopped liking that word. Because me and Kelso found out that it's not about like the food. It's about because they used to hit the whips.
With the sound of the
What? I don't like it no more. We gotta find a new one.
It's definitely apt for a derogatory term, but it's also kind of bizarre because even using that as a derogatory term still puts the person you're using it against in a higher position of power than you.
Yeah, exactly that. I'm gonna have to start calling y'all like the bleach ailed people.
I love those videos where people like write down like whole ass lists, like notes worth of shit. Like, someone like says something like fucking mayo monkey or some shit like that. And you see him scroll through a whole list to add that at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. I fucking love those videos, dog. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. What the fuck were you talking about? How did we get here? Oh yeah, the Coomers.
Oh yeah,
the girl incels.
The femcells.
It's quite a phenomenon to witness. And Sexy Red isn't helping, but Ski and all that.
I am mad at her. She doing her thing.
She really doing her thing. I fuck with Sexy Red.
Exactly.
There's only one Sexy Red song that I don't fuck with, and it's just because it scared me, honestly.
That's the kind of woman I need in my life. Let's talk. If I encounter for fear, I do not want it.
I mean, you're like not wrong, but it was more like, oh my god, this feels like the only way I've ever felt. Like, this is what it must feel when women are objectified in rap songs. And I'm scared.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like, oh my god. But it's like when you're like, you get it, it's like, damn, that's fucked up. But then you to understand it is a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was an experience. I was like, oh my god. I started clutching my chest. Stop. Don't do that. Bro, it was an emotion that I had not experienced in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But Ski. People are saying she's basically the Chief Keef of this era, and that's kind of true, I think. Am I wrong?
I don't even know how to compare those two. I'm not even gonna lie. But just strictly speaking,
Just strict.
Ski is her love so that's a certainty.
Yep. Thugging with my rounds. And all that.
Hmm.
All I'm saying is Ice Spice kind of dropped a bag. Let's be real.
I feel like it it's just the plight of drill.
Yeah,
Drill is like too samey.
it really is. Yeah. It dawned on me when people were saying, any Ice Spice song could also be a Pop Smoke song because
Yeah.
they sound identical.
It's just you have like a goofy ass beat and then you have a
Mm-hmm.
cadence.
Yep. Yeah, literally that. Sexy Red though, she got it like that.
She do got it.
This may or may not be us asking for free Sexy Red concert tickets. You feel? Please,
I, I need that backstage pass
please.
with an exclusive seat in the splash zone, please.
The Smash Zone is crazy. That's basically a SeaWorld. Bro.
You know what I'm saying. I need to put two more words into that.
I understand. I comprehend. I disapprove. Splash Zone. All right, bro. Yeah, you got it. You got it. But yeah, you got something to say?
Yeah, I got some shit wrote down, but
Word.
I'll start off with something a little light.
Hmm.
So me and my friends in my Discord were talking the other day, and it's something I never thought about at all. But it's like I think it was like a group of like 7 or 8 people at the time when we were having the discussion.
Sure.
Uh, One of my friends asked me. He goes, "Hey Isaac, do you sit or stand when you wipe after you take a shit?"
Mm-hmm.
I go, "What the fuck do you mean?
Excuse me.
Who is standing to wipe their ass?" You know, I said, I take a shit. I'm sitting down. Why the fuck would I stand up?
Stand Tall
But
Records.
it was 50-50 down the line, sitting and standing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, aren't you just like sandwiching the shit between your ass cheeks? But apparently the people that like stand up to
Mm-hmm.
wipe are like bigger dudes,
Yep. Absolutely.
which I didn't think about.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have the not the dexterity, but they don't have like the room, I guess, to reach around and wipe,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
which kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, bro's not thinking about our disability.
And another thing I found interesting was most of the time, like wiping wise, you just
Mm-hmm.
do it how you're taught to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long
But
time, but I think that's accurate.
there were 2 people out of 8 that were like,
Front to
"Oh
front to
yeah,
back,
I was."
or back to front.
No, I mean like sitting or standing.
Oh, okay.
We had a whole different discussion about front to back to front.
Okay.
But they were like, "Yeah, I was taught to stand, but then I was like, why am I doing this?"
Mm.
And then the other one had the exact opposite, rather,
Bro, bro's a learner.
whereas like, yeah, I was sitting down, but I put on some pounds, I had to start standing. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think when I wipe my ass like that.
Yeah, because bro's privileged.
And of course, we had the back to front, front to back. I was like, you wiping back to front, you getting doo doo on your balls.
That's that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Like, there ain't no way your balls just swinging like that. You wiping.
Bro's encroaching.
I would feel nervous just to even
Yeah.
try and do that shit. I'm not trying to have to, do a deep cleanse of my balls because I got some doo doo flakes on there.
Yeah. Bro's encroaching territory, bruh. That's too much going on. And it just sounds wrong. Cause it's the motion that's even backwards. How are you doing that?
Exactly.
Got
I
backwards
feel like it's
arms.
just more effort when you start your hand like this and
Yeah,
then do
yeah.
it like that rather than just swiping it up.
Mm-hmm. Literally. There's no way it's not more effort.
I feel like if you do that, you gotta have like a bidet or some shit for the cleanup.
Literally. Bidets would go hard. I need one. I really want one. Like at this point.
I tried one once and it shocked me.
I mean,
I was not ready for that power.
Bro got ass blasted.
I did.
That's
There were,
hard.
it was a couple of years ago. I went to my friend's house, and this was after we were like smoking and drinking all night. So it probably added to the experience.
Yeah, for sure.
But I sat, I was like, I'm using the bathroom. They go, when you're in there, why don't you try the bidet? I was like, okay, sure. I sat down, took a shit, turned on that bidet, and I swear to God, I jumped.
Bro.
I was like, oh fuck! I turned that bitch off. I was
Bro,
like,
it sounded like Mario.
None of that.
Bro, it sounded like Mario when he got hit in lava.
Exactly. Like it's a whole ass jump scare. I was not ready.
He said, "Woohoo!"
I was expecting like like a little gentle like raindrops going upwards. Now it's like
No.
like someone got a whole ass power hose straight up to your booty hole.
That's why you need the ones with the control, with the pressure control.
It did have the pressure control, so whoever was using it before me was a freak. I trusted whoever used it when I sat down.
Bro likes a little resistance. I gotta fight the toilet for real.
I don't know what's going on, but I used that bidet. I'm feeling a little tingly now.
Bro gonna sit with his legs crossed. It's feeling a little special down there. Bro's just adjusting his seat the whole time. I'm just gonna stand.
Just that alone, I was like, damn, maybe I should stand a white.
Oh my god. But yeah, that is definitely a topic people don't think about often. The standing is not a want, it's a need.
Yeah, it's another one of those things like, call back to our previous episode where we talked about the order in which we like put on our clothes after the shower.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you just like do without thinking. But some people are freaks and they're like, yeah, let me put on my shirt and then my socks, then my underwear.
You should not be Donald Ducking it in any situation, not even in the privacy of your own room. Because if you do that, I really would like you to purchase a full size mirror for your room, just to see yourself. And I need you to hate yourself with that.
Yeah,
because I just can't allow that to be a thing. It pisses me off to even fucking think of that. No underwear.
that is crazy.
No way, shape or form. Even worse, you just out here. Yeah, socks, shirt, pants, underwear. Nah, I freeball it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro lives a dangerous life. That
Bro,
is that is a person who's never been pantsed.
I feel worrisome when I'm naked in my own bathroom. Like,
Literally.
straight out the shower, put a towel around my head and throw on that underwear.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right after. Gotta get that shit locked in key. Under lock and key. Hey! You only come out for cleaning. Get back in there. Solitary confinement. The Pharaoh's curse.
Yes, awesome. Return the slab type shit.
Yeah, for real. Oh, speaking of shows, that had me thinking about The Mummy, which made me think about Brendan Fraser, which made me think about Doom Patrol because Brendan Fraser's Robot Man in that, which made me think of DC, which made me think of a show I'm still watching, which is My Adventures with Superman, the cartoon. It's pretty good.
That is insane. Bruce playing Connect the Dots in his brain. What the
fuck? 6 degrees of separation. Would you
We're
like
looking
to
like one of them psychos with the pictures and the
would you like
pins in the board?
Would you like to connect a mummy to fucking Superman?
Just a mummy to Brendan Fraser, just kind of bad. I ain't need all that.
I just had to explain to you what my brain operates like just at all times. It's very upsetting. I become very incoherent at some points, you know?
Mm-hmm.
My brain moves too fast. It's also why I hate, like, you know, when we make jokes that are like 3 degrees of separation, but you would get it. I hate that I can't do that with, like, everybody.
Yeah, it's like exclusive to like us and then like Psych and Kelso.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. Because, like, your brain's just not operating like that.
And then, like, even then, sometimes with us, it's like we like reference some shit in high school, but then we add another layer to it.
Young Richard
so
Productions is like 5 layers of irony at that point.
Yeah.
And it was Kelso, like, literally the most recent example is Kelso was playing Mortal Kombat 1, right? And he was mimicking fucking one of the moves, like hit sound effects. Bro said ching 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 chong. I said, what the fuck was that? Was that racist Jingle Bells?
We're on the Aristocats.
He just sat there for like 30 seconds. He's like, oh shit. What even made you say that?
It's like the weird connect the dot bullshit that ADHD does to the brain.
Yep. He's like, bro, you do that and you can't freestyle? I was like, yeah, I can't because I need stimulus. It's not coming from nothing. It's my brain going, what the fuck? And then ping ponging all over the place.
Yeah. That sounded like this.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me of this. Why are we back at Tarzan with Brendan Fraser? George of the Jungle.
Type shit.
So yeah. I feel like ADHD needs a balance patch update.
Mm-hmm.
Give it more power. If I don't need the stimulus, I'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, I feel like they need to patch out the part where, like, when you're not being constantly stimulated, nothing is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would be a really good update.
Yeah,
I think they could do something with that, honestly. I think if they also change the way that caffeine affects or lack of effectiveness works would be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be great. That'd be a great buff. I need an ADHD buff and a schizophrenic nerf.
Can we get a
if you can
depression
make
buff? I
a,
need to be happy sometimes.
real shit, a depression buff would go hard. If you could feel the onset of a depression episode, that'd be dope. I would really like some incoming warning.
Yeah, it's just like you wake up one day and it's like, fuck.
I will take a nap and I'll be like, why do I feel like the world shouldn't exist?
Get home from work. I'm at work just fine. I get home. I'm like, I what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least a little bit of a warning. Like, where my spidey senses at for depression?
Mm-hmm. If we could add like a buff where it nerfs the effectiveness of dopamine from food, that would be awesome. I think that would help me a lot.
I agree, but specifically for me, I would need it for like really shitty food that makes me feel terrible after I eat it.
Mm.
Because like when I'm mad depressed, I love feeling terrible after I eat.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I just go straight for whatever tastes good. I think if we could also solve that issue, a nerf to the texture and sensitivity options. Make it a little like smaller. That way I don't hate everything I eat except for like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome. Just tweak those sensitivity options, texture options just a little bit. Make them smaller. Cuz
I think that's fallen into the autism nerve.
Yeah, I think it is. It is. But it's unconfirmed for my case, so I don't know if it's what that is, if it's just
True or
specific to
not.
me. Yeah. I don't know if it's a real combo or not. Yeah.
I mean, just strictly speaking, based off of my experiences, when I like originally went in to see a psych for like a diagnosis, I already knew what I had. I was like, yeah, I got this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, okay, let's test it. And then they were like, yeah, you do have that.
Mm-hmm. If there could be
So
also, what's great? I'm thinking of more changes. I think a great update would be a patch to the hypervigilance disorder. I think it would be great if I could just turn that off sometimes. Just like have a selection option switch.
yeah, I would like to.
I know it's like 20-year-old, 15-year-old trauma input, and that makes the selection impossible. But I feel like at some point we could have an on and off option.
I need the inverse where, because of how I used to operate, I have abhorrent memory all the
Mm,
time, even with things I do enjoy and like. So, if I could like crank up the memory even like 10%,
right, 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 right.
that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, I was just saying in my case, I think it'd be
Mm,
nice to not always be hyper aware of everybody's pencils and hand placement and sounds. Just
yeah.
sometimes I'd like to be able to turn that off. So I don't only feel comfortable in my own home. Just slightly. I think it'd be cool. Think about it.
Hmm.
Balance changes. You don't get everything you want in a balance change, but some things are like cool. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice change for the character.
Sometimes you get things you want, other times you see Gotenks get buffed. What can you do?
Sometimes you see that, and sometimes they keep buffing and refuse to nerf. You can level 1 to level 3 now. Literally, that's not a joke.
No, I saw. It is the most clowny fuck shit. It's They really just don't care.
Oh no, they don't give a shit.
I mean, to be fair, like I think Dragon Ball looks fun as fuck to play, and I did enjoy playing it when I did,
Mm-hmm.
but I also hate the people that play Dragon Ball because all of
Mm-hmm.
them are assholes.
Okay,
They're either
that's a
assholes or
take.
like mad sweaty.
Sure, sure. What you say fuck me for a bit, but you know, whatever. I'll
You're
let it rock.
both.
Okay. Oh fuck it, LT Gray. Dun, 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 dun.
Mm.
Bro, I was listening to that shit. It's so hard.
The whole show is tough as fuck.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It really is. Speaking, I only said that because you know, there's the Nick All Star Brawl 2 coming out. He's a playable character. The like Nick Smash Bros game.
Why aren't they just adding it to the first one?
They're making a whole new game, and they're like adding moves and a whole bunch of shit and keeping the voice acting. It's like update/2 kind of thing.
So it's like kind of like the new uni kind of
Yeah, yep,
shit.
yep. I was gonna bring that up too. New uni. Did you see the trailers for the new characters?
No, I don't think so.
So there's a new like part of Aurier's group, I guess, named Kaguya. She has 2 guns. She is a mix of like a perfect mix, like literally 50-50 of Noelle from Blaze Blue and Alco.
I got
Her guns do the beams like Alco does her beams. Like literally like 1, 2, 3 type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she also like you also see like orbs floating around that look like setup shit.
I'm interested to like
But she's definitely
play
doing
it when
gun.
it comes out.
She's also definitely doing like Noelle's gun kata and all that. So she looks cool. They showed a little gameplay of the dude with the shield. I literally can't tell if they haven't stolen any moves from fucking what's her face in Melty.
Howard CL.
No, no, no.
Roast beef.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally the
Or
same
like
shield type moves.
raw slice or whatever.
No, I'm talking about the fake
The
Grand
one
Order
with like
girl.
the cello.
No. Fake Grand Order girl. What's her name? Why can't I remember her name right now? This is annoying. Let's see. MBTO. Let's see. What's her name? Mash.
Mash. Okay.
Yeah, Mash. Literally looks like he has all of Mash's moves, like exactly the same. But I assume he's gonna be different in some way. We just haven't seen it yet. And then I think they're gonna add the boss character, who's Lynn's sister or brother. I mean, got the red hair and shit. I'm excited for that game, honestly, because they have rollback netcode and all that, right? They're adding that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to take it serious because I feel like I have to pick between that and Tekken and Uni community. Tekken community.
Uni community.
But otherwise, I think I'd pick Uni.
Yeah, I'm like definitely interested to try it out because I wasn't ever really able to learn Unist very well since you can get matches,
right?
Or you could, but they were fucking
dog shit.
Yeah, like 10 delayed.
Yep.
Whatever. Especially if like Enkidu's in the new uni,
all the characters are returning. Yeah,
because I'll fuck with Enkidu.
All characters are returning. They have new moves and shit, and there's like a new system feature. I'm not sure what though. You know what's crazy? The grid system looks incomprehensible, but it's not. Once you wrap your head around it and truly understand how it functions. Because it looks like a bunch of bullshit for like the longest time.
Yeah.
But once you understand what grid meter is and all that, it makes sense. And it's kind of cool. Oh, if you win neutral, you win more meter. Okay.
Yeah.
You can convert to more meter with a Roman cancel.
Benefit for playing better.
Yeah. On a timer of like 30 seconds or whatever. It's more like 15, I think. But yeah. I'm really hyped for Uni. And I gotta start learning Tekken. I just don't feel like playing Tekken 7 though. So I want to learn Law, I think. But I hate how Law looks in Tekken 7. I really do. He looks awesome in 8. I just can't stand looking at him in 7.
That's why you can customize the characters.
You're right. You're right. But I think it's like
I,
the face model to me. That's
I'm really
bothering me.
interested in Tekken 8.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Yoshimitsu.
I love Yoshi. I love Yoshi as a character so much, but I just
It's a
like
boy.
from what like we played and from what I played from Soul Cal, it's like my brain really hurts trying to get the whole 3D aspect down, right? With
Mm,
like being able to just like step out of the way of moves and shit.
right. I understand that to a degree. Especially if you're someone who hasn't really played 3D fighting games. And I've never played them competitively, but Kelso and I were having a talk about like how he plays Mortal Kombat and like why he does it, and mostly it's from like the fact that that's his childhood game and his family, he associates a lot of memories with it type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking like, what game would that be for me? And I go back into the recesses of my brain. I go, interestingly, I think it's Dead or Alive.
Yeah, I mean, shit. My first fighting game ever was Bloody Roar, and that was a 3D fighter.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was either Virtual Fighter, but I think it was Dead or Alive. My dad really likes the Dead or Alive series, and so we'd play that all the time. Like I remember specifically, there was a night where we just like did went 100 rounds, and just played 100 rounds straight of Dead or Alive without even really knowing how to like not knowing anything technical type thing.
Yeah.
So like kind of it appeals to me naturally, and I kind of understand it on an instinctual level, just a little bit, without even knowing how to play it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Tekken I feel like will be a little more natural for me. I'll get it a tiny bit quicker in terms of basic movement, at least. I'm not gonna be like, let me just Korean wave dash.
Yeah.
The, I've realized whenever I do that fucking announcer voice, I'm just mimicking fucking Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob.
I can't hear without just hearing thanks.
Thanks. Yeah, it's literally it's SpongeBob extras. The pinnacle of voice acting is SpongeBob, obviously.
Yeah.
Breathe, darn you! I was looking at that clip last night. It's so fucking funny.
It is. I mean, SpongeBob is just like mad
It's
funny for
so
no
fucking
reason.
funny. Breathe, darn you! Gah, gah, gah. And the fucking fish in the background are just like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Bro drowned in the water. Let's not even talk about that. A fish drowned in the water?
I mean, fish can drown. You know, I think it's like sharks or whatever if they stop swimming.
What?
Yeah. Uh, I think it has to do with like how they're moving or some shit where they're like because they're pushing forward, they're getting like like oxygenated water like through their gills or whatever. But if they stop, the water's not really going into the gills or some shit like that.
Isn't that suffocating?
Yeah, but drowning is just suffocating in water.
Oh shit. You kinda ate that. What the fuck? Damn, my nigga, you got it like that. Okay. Oh man. Word. You learn something new every day.
All right, bro. What top? Hit me with a little sloppy toppy.
I didn't prepare for this a lot. I only have one, and I'll see if I bring up something else. Um, have you seen the quote unquote male loneliness epidemic going on right now?
Is that in reference to like men just not interested in dating or something?
I think that's part of it, but people are like, there's a male loneliness epidemic right now. Guys are just feeling lonelier than ever in the world. And it's like, I mean, thug it out, stupid. And yeah, I think it's partially tied to dating. People are like, guys are just giving up nowadays and just not trying even. I wanted to know what you thought about that, and what
So,
if it's even a thing.
I have put some
As
thought
as
into
as a
it.
as a male who has suffered from some degree of loneliness, and I mean you are in a pandemic, which is close enough.
What can I say?
Mm,
But uh, so like personally speaking, there are definitely times like I get off work and I'm like, damn, I really wish I had someone to like come home to or whatever.
for sure.
I got my pooksters and they always make me feel better, but it's different from having like a partner or something.
Right.
But the way I see it for myself, at least, is you know, at realistically speaking, I don't really want to get serious into dating until like I get better on my mental, because
Mm,
I want to be able to treat whoever I'm with, the way that they deserve to be treated. So that's on me. I'm lonely sometimes, but I'm working towards not being lonely.
mm-hmm.
But there, and I think I kind of get what you're saying. There are definitely guys that are like, it kind of goes back to like years ago with like the nice guy bullshit, where it's like, why don't women like me or talk to me? I hold a door for this woman and she didn't even say thanks, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Where it's like you you want to, and it's not exclusive to straight people or whatever, but you
Yeah.
want to be able to talk to someone, but then you put fucking jack dick balls into the effort to like talking to someone. Of course, like more often than not, no one's going to want to talk to you if you're a fucking greasy slob that doesn't ever wash their hair and doesn't know how to properly communicate.
Or
Like,
makes
if,
everything transactional.
oh my God, yes, bro. I've dead ass had this conversation with people in my family where, like, certain family members are like, no, I don't want to get back into dating because it's a lot of time and effort, and I just don't really want to do that. But I told him, I was like, look, if you see a dating, and this is the way I used to think until a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But if you see dating as something you're putting time and effort into, then that's not like a real relationship. Even if down the road a couple of years after you break up or whatever, that's still, you shouldn't look at that as, oh fuck, I wasted all this
Yeah.
time with this
I
person.
wasted all that money on her.
Yeah,
Wasted?
but at that time, and it's like kind of like a very freeing way of looking at it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I treat relationships the same kind of way I treat with like tattoos, where like
It's an experience.
like I may not like Junji Ito as much anymore at some point in the future, but as of now, I fucking love the guy and I love his work,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I enjoy reading all of his books, and so I see it as, if you enjoyed it at some point, it should never be regretted afterwards.
Absolutely. Yeah. I completely agree. They're all experiences that have built on top of each other.
Mhm. But
That had
with
its ups and downs, you know, but they were still good to it regardless, and they were meaningful.
exactly, yeah, and I mean, you know, relationships, uh, even incredibly awful ones, like the worst of the worst,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to look at that and think, maybe, let's do a little trigger warning again for DV, domestic violence, but maybe you were in a relationship where some guy was like, let me get the password to your phone, and you can't text so and so anymore. You can't call so and so anymore. Why are you posting pictures of yourself in your swimsuit on Instagram or Twitter or whatever? Uh, why do you want to have an OnlyFans or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
You're you get out of that relationship and you're able to look at it as like, this person was really controlling how I want to how I want to operate, how I want to do things, and you're able to go like, in the next relationship, I know that if someone's like that, I need to set the boundary. If they respect it, cool. If
Hmm.
they don't, I'm gone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But with like the loneliness shit, that's like strictly on the person. It sounds like so stupid and simple when I say it, but if you're lonely, fucking talk to someone, dog.
Yeah. Find someone to talk to.
Yeah, even like
And as there's always personal stipulations that they counter with, where it's like, okay, well then you're obviously you obviously don't want to actually talk to someone.
yeah, it's like
You want to talk at someone.
yeah, and that's just not how even yeah. I'm using relationship in this term as like a more
General.
umbrella thing for
Hmm.
like friendships or whatever as well. But in a relationship, you can't have a healthy relationship if you're just fucking yapping at someone the whole time.
Yeah. You got to
But
actually converse with the person, you know.
exactly. And it's like it's not hard to meet people that have shared interests with you.
It's not.
Like especially with a lot of the people that are like in the lonely epidemic, it's
Mm.
normally like fucking people that like play video games or
Anime
something.
fans.
Yeah. Like video games, you play online shit, you meet people constantly. It's up to you if you want to use voice chat or not to talk to someone or like, hey, that was,
Yeah.
that was a good round. You want to hop in like a
Voice call.
private room and we can play some sets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or like with like anime and manga and shit, you got like Reddit.
You got
Reddit's like kind of weird, but you got like Reddit, you got like Twitter, you got Discords.
Discords. Yeah, that's
Just
what I was gonna
just
say.
strictly about like, and some Discords break it down about like what category of shit you like to watch or shit
Say
you like to read.
say you're a the 0.01%, the one male coomer for JJK. Go join a JJK manga Discord and talk about the fucking newest chapter with people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Join a local anime club.
If you feel like you're lonely, it's either because you're working towards not feeling that way or you're not putting in any effort
Hmm.
to not feel that way. And it's always just a bunch of like bullshit excuses for it.
But I don't like meeting new people. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like that, you you probably won't meet new people.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean,
sorry to tell you. I mean,
and it's not
understand. I even understand that emotion of not liking to meet new people because it's a lot of work.
yeah, it's
But
you know, trying to feel out how the other person is definitely work, but again, if at the end of the day you enjoyed talking with that person or you enjoyed playing games with that person or
hmm.
watching a show with that person, the the whatever you did to be able to get in that position where you're like hanging out with them doesn't matter.
Yep. But regardless, it with any relationship in any degree, you have to put time and effort into it, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to have a relationship without there being the passage of time.
Hmm. It's like, oh yeah,
You know,
y'all are really close. How many hours have you spent together? Thousands.
right? Like, I've known you for fucking years, and that's why we're able to do shit where we don't even have to. We legitimately have to say nothing, and then like we see something, and we both just start laughing because it reminds us of something from like 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. That didn't come without us doing a podcast for 4 or 5 of those years or
Yeah,
whatever, and also being in the same classes, and then after that, spending almost 24 hours together for a year.
yeah, but I mean, even so, like
And it doesn't have to be as intense as that either.
The average like video game player is, more likely than not on Discord for a good portion of their
Mm-hmm.
time, not doing other shit.
Right.
And so, that's like hours spent where you could be talking to people.
Yeah. Exactly. You go think about like Kelso. We met offline. We were cool. Like, I wouldn't say we were the closest out of that friend group by the time COVID hit or whatever. And then we were hanging out on Discord, and it'd always just be us two at the end, just chilling before we got off.
Mm-hmm.
And, years later, now what? I'm the godfather of his kid. Just because we hung out in Discord all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Simple to shit like that.
I didn't know, or I didn't meet Kelso for like a year after we met on Discord or whatever. And, I love that man to death. He's a fucking goofball.
Yeah.
But like Psych. We've known Psych for like how many years at this point?
Yeah, and it's 4 years later, still fuck Psych now.
We met him because it was like a raid, wasn't it? On your stream?
Yep. Yeah, back in 2020.
That's it. But, we still talk to Psych daily.
Yeah, but if we like ignored him every time he talked in Discord or whatever, or in chat, we probably wouldn't hang out with him or be cool. It's there's two factors. It's three factors actually. Time and effort are the two, but you can't have either if you don't have the desire.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
It takes all three of those things at the same time. If you're missing, I feel like time can be made up for with effort. So, but overall, you need all three if you want to, have a relationship with a person.
Yeah, and like
meet new people,
building up
friends,
a relationship, or like just starting to talk to someone definitely does take some effort. But after you get to the, the part where you can like be honest with someone, then effort is a non-factor. Yes, because you enjoy talking to that person.
Exactly. Damn, y'all got no reason now. We just broke it down for y'all.
Broke it down to a T.
No bullshit.
Matter of fact, we might have to start our own lectures.
You know what's funny about that? It's some shit my mom constantly asks me. She's like, do you just want to help me teach? Because it will be the same shit. She'll be talking to me about like something that happened in one of her classes, and I'll have a reaction. She's like, that's what I was thinking. That's literally what I was saying. Do you want to just teach for my class?
Kind of a group of people, bro. I swear we are changing minds.
No bullshit, bro. Call us the anti-Andrew Tate, Aiden Ross podcast.
Professor Couch, what does bun nun mean?
Shit. Stack it up.
Get your bunny up, not your funny up. Let's talk.
Hell yeah. And if you talking bun nuns, I don't want to hear none. Because it should be the bread that's talking.
Yes, sir. Got a bun nun in my bank account.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Professor, why do you always say it's a bandemic? Oh, so you ain't in one then.
Now, what about the people that can't fuck it out?
You either say yes, Unc, or die trying.
Many men wish death upon me.
What does Richard have to do with anything? It has to do with everything, young blood. But yeah, male loneliness epidemic debunked. Right here for y'all.
We did it. It's that simple.
We've solved loneliness, idiots. I guess we could add the caveat of, it's fine to not want to
Yeah,
put in the effort to meet people. Nothing wrong with that.
it's completely fine. And then there is also the cases.
Mental illness, Chan.
Yeah, there's mental illness which plays a part, which is which I would say goes back to it. You know, I always live by a do as I say, not as I do, but
Oh yeah.
kind of, if you think your mental illness is getting in the way of you meeting new people, then you should work on it.
Yeah, maybe you should get medicated, stupid.
Yeah, and even that medication isn't for everyone.
Oh
which
no,
is
I
fine.
agree.
I hated taking meds when I was on them,
Mm-hmm.
but even like setting up your first therapy appointment, or in some cases, uh, not everyone has health insurance, or some people have health insurance that doesn't cover therapy or something like that.
Right.
In which case, there is like a lot of helpful shit on YouTube,
For sure.
like anxiety shit. For example, there's innumerous amounts of like breathing exercises, or like what to do if you're like freaking out or having a panic attack or something like that. For example, like
Mm-hmm.
there's plenty of stuff online. Or one thing that always helps is finding one person you talk to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be way more honest than I am if like I talk to Tamarrow about shit all the time.
Mm-hmm. And meds can really fuck you up too. You start doing shit you never would. If you start taking your meds, and all of a sudden you start wiping back to front, get off them bitches. Don't. It's not worth it.
That's a done deal. That's a done deal. You got doo-doo balls. That's Mr. Doo-doo balls right there.
You may be saying, but you Mr. Doo-doo balls now, baby.
Mm-hmm. It's not worth it.
Like shit. But yeah. It's an evil world out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just keep
All
living.
Right. I got a pretty good topic.
Oh, okay.
That I figured would be kind of fun to talk about.
For sure.
I thought about it when I was reading. I don't remember exactly what I was reading, but it was a manga where it was one of those two-parter chapter things where it's, girl asks guy, let's go out.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode or next chapter, they're shopping. They're not, it's not a confession thing. It's let's go out and buy XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I hate how often it happens. It's so overdone, and at this point, I'm surprised.
Sorry.
When the question is, asked, and then the next chapter they're dating, because of how rare that actually happens versus the latter of being shopping trip or some shit. And so I kind of wanted to open this up as like, what other kind of manga tropes do you really not enjoy?
Can I just mention that the first thing when you said let's go out, let's go shopping, is that I translated into DJ Khaled's voice.
Let's go out.
Let's go shopping.
Roses are red. Violets are blue.
Type shit. Manga tropes that I hate. Speaking of, and when it comes to shonen manga, I hate the ha 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 ass bad guy who's above it all. Not in like a cool way, just in an annoying childlike manner.
Like the arrogance of a kid.
Yeah. Did you watch or read JJK season 1? You did, right?
Yeah, I watched season one.
Mahito, the patchwork guy.
The dude in the bathtub or whatever.
Maybe the one that gets jumped.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Him, yeah. That trope of a character of the Tanoshina.
it's definitely one thing if you have like a guy like that, but they're actually like a mad savant at what they do. But if you have someone like that and then they just end up getting their ass whooped, it's like,
He's
where's all that?
he's
Where's all that
strong.
arrogance from?
He's strong, but he's also just like lucky and was just made strong from day one.
And like with that, I
You
get
didn't
it.
you didn't
'Cause
earn your arrogance, you know?
it's one of those things where it's like, people get the arrogance from beating on people weaker than them,
Mm-hmm.
but doesn't make it interesting.
Yeah. When you were saying the "let's go out" thing, it's a is it a translation thing? Because when you go "let's go out," I would answer where, right?
I think
But I,
it is maybe a translation thing because often in manga you see like let's go out and then they start dating or something like that.
mhm.
So there's always like the miscommunication or confusion that follows up in the next chapter.
Yeah, the double meaning.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're dating. I wonder what she
Or
wants
like
from this store. Type
i-
shit.
in the same in the same kind of vein where it's like you know, I like you, and then the other person interprets it as, I like, like the food that they're eating, or like I like, I liked watching the movie we just watched, or some shit like that.
Mm. Uh, yeah. I'm trying to think of more tropes. Nothing that actually came to mind. Something that was funny though is while I was watching House, they had like fun facts and trivia facts, like in a like bubble whenever you're pause the player, and some of them are like cool. It's like he's talking about Pokemon here, or
Hmm.
whatever the fuck. But some of them are like House would never do that. It's out of character for him because he's done XYZ before in the previous seasons. And sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're like they just mistranslated his sarcasm. They just didn't get the sarcasm in that scene
Yeah.
type shit. But for tropes, I hate the misunderstanding trope, of course. Who are you? I'm gonna kill you. You must be bad. Who are you? I'm gonna fight you. I hate that
Or
shit.
the the accidental pervert into being branded as a pervert the whole
Yeah, Kia.
series.
Yeah.
Oops, I walked into an unlocked room and you were changing. My bad, I guess.
Yeah. Type.
You're a pervert. I hate you forever.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
One that also very much strikes a dissonant chord for me is the trope of woman is getting, in one way or another assaulted. I come in and save her.
She falls in love
Now
with me.
she falls in love with me.
Mm.
It's such both
Ugh.
a hero complex kind of thing, which is, inherently gross, and then also plays on the fact of seeing women as incredibly vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
and it falls back on the you need a man kind of concept.
Power dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to save you. It's all right now. I'm here.
I'm here. You can cry on
Man.
my shoulder if you want. Oh my god, I like him so much. He did something that a decent person would do.
Yes, you can get back to your cooking and cleaning now. That's basically what the subtext is of all this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't forget, I like pot pie. It's like, all right, that's
Hmm.
real cool. Um, One I like actually, if we want to flip it, is the
Yeah,
trope
we can do either way.
of the side character who actually has like not an outside perspective, but is like always good counsel to the main character,
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like in a place beyond the main character's struggles, so they can help them out.
Yeah, it's like the main character's personal straight man.
Yeah, yeah, but can always like give him a good perspective and be like, dude, that was on you. You got to see that from both sides.
I gotcha.
I enjoy a side character like that who actually has a clear head. You see those sometimes in mostly like you never see it in like shonens. You see it in like rom coms usually
Mm-hmm.
or slice of life.
Slice of life shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think another one I don't like is the weakened to strong uh build up, which is fine
Mm-hmm.
in some cases. I think when it's specifically shonen driven, uh, especially around like action and fighting, that's fine. You know, you have like the fucking Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, Dragon Ball, like shit like that, where it's a build up of the character
Mm-hmm.
progression. But like it's really popular, especially with like isekai, the kind I'm talking about, where it's I was a fucking lonely loser, but now I'm a god and I fuck hot women all day because I'm really strong.
This elf broad loves me.
I was the weakest in the class in the other world. Now I'm the the strongest man.
Now I'm the strongest sex haver the world has ever seen.
And I think that kind of boils down to my general hate for isekai.
For sure.
It's plays on a lot of just like uncomfortable tropes a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
time. Like okay, I'm in another world. I don't have a lot of resources. Let me buy a slave.
What?
Japan loves slaves. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
nah, not a big fan. They go they go, uh I'm in another world. I need help. But no one will help me, because I'm a commoner, I guess. There we go. Slaves? Oh my goodness. This is messed up. But when in Rome.
And then, of course, a lot of the times when they get the slaves, it's the uncomfortable power dynamic again, where it's, oh
Hmm.
my god, you don't treat me like every other slave owner treats me. I want to have sex with you.
You're you're not like the other slave owners.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
You're different from.
It's so bizarre.
Oh my god. It's so fucking funny.
It's so
Uh,
fucking weird, man.
it really is. Holy shit. But yeah, I think isekai can be done well, but you have to work hard at it.
They
And
can
the
definitely
issue
be done well.
is that isekai is such a lazy concept
It is.
nowadays. Cuz character backstory? Yeah, you don't need one.
Yeah,
Make it
I was
basic.
just nerd gamer.
I was a salary man, got hit by a truck.
Now I'm assassin.
What do you need to do in this what's your objective? I don't know. Choose a job. Maybe
I
defeat
picked
something.
the weakest class, but it was actually the strongest.
Hmm.
My
Sure.
journey in another world with 5 hot women.
And then the thing is, it always is like, uh, oh my gosh, you're a pharmacist. You can't fight. Luckily, due to my pharmacy skills, I've created the ultimate elixir that makes me stronger than any hero. And then they punch the bad guy away anyway. It's like, bro, you're a pharmacist. Do something creative at least. They don't do anything creative when they like try to make the job or the like character unique in that manner. Like, oh, he has an unusual ability. He likes his plants. He can plant things. He's a
Mhm.
farmer. But I'm the strongest farmer. My plants
I'm
are
a
made of vibranium. And then he beats the
I'm
Demon
I'm
King
I'm
with
a
plants.
farmer, and because of my farming skills, I have earthbending powers.
My plants are made of vibranium. Take this titanium plant double cross sword attack. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
That being said, like we were saying, there's definitely some good isekai. Uh, I was reminded of I don't know how you feel about it, but fucking it's like Keikon Yubiwa with
Yeah.
the Ring King.
I call him Yubiwa. Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
was
Ring
like,
King.
it has some of those tropes we were talking about that are generally weird, but
Excuse me.
story wise, it's not just, oh, I'm having sex with hot women because I want to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
Power equals, or relationship equals power and whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not a.
uh,
Hmm.
with there's one there's one trope that uh, bothers me within as a queer man myself. I sometimes indulge in shonen ai and
Mm-hmm.
like yaoi shit,
Yeah. Nothing I'm
and
familiar with.
uh, there's always very weird dynamics within that uh, kind of realm. There's always, or at least a good portion of the time, there's usually uh, a very bizarre like age dynamic where it's like, college student plus dating like a high schooler or something like that.
Yeah. 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 I feel
Or
like that's um a shojo trope I see a lot. If like when I read shojo, where it's like, oh, the girls in high
Mhm.
school
And
and
she's
her
dating the
love
teacher.
her main love interest is a college student type thing,
Yeah. And I think that's just
or a
because
24-year-old barista.
like,
you know.
at the end of the day, like yaoi and shit's, marketed towards women. Realistically, it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah. Yeah.
as much
Yeah.
marketed towards like gay men or whatever.
For sure.
But there's that, and then there's also something which I wasn't familiar with until I started reading like yaoi shit, which is the Omegaverse, which I very vehemently stay away from.
The hell is that?
Uh, where uh, there's the primary genders of men and women in
As
the
God
universe.
ordained.
Yeah, but then there's the secondary genders of alpha, beta, and omegas, which steps into the realm of animals. And
Ooh.
if you like furry shit, that's on you. I don't like furry shit,
Uh-huh.
but a lot of the times there's like this gimmick of like an omega character secreting like a pheromone that alphas
Uh-huh.
can't resist,
Oh yeah, that's
which
awesome.
is often used as a
Mm-hmm.
segue for something that happens when people can't resist their sexual urges, which I don't enjoy reading at all. If there's a manga or an anime or something like that, 99 times out of 100 I drop this series because I feel like you you can allude, that's fine, but you don't have to show me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
But
awesome. That's so cool.
it's very uncomfy.
It fucking sounds like it.
And then
As soon as I
getting
hear
sidetracked.
the three words that trigger my fight or flight, they can't resist. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it.
Yeah. Not a fan. Nah, not at all. Like I said, fight or flight.
Yeah.
Instantly. You were talking about isekai, and there's the genre of non-isekai but feel like isekai because they all use.
Fantasy.
Shut the fuck up. Because no, it's the same way that isekai sets up its world, where they go, so how does this world work? There's guilds, there's jobs.
Merchant Guild, Magic Guild,
I will now go into a
Adventure
15
Guild.
page. I will now go into a 15-page essay on how the guilds work, and it's just a simple rank up system with extra bullshit added. You are not Togashi, bruh. Get the fuck out of here. If you're not making the new Nen system, bruh. Ain't nobody copying that shit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well, have to rank up by doing challenging things and going into a dungeon. Wow.
But
Let me guess. The dungeon
world's
is hard.
greatest clan, right? That's one that's good.
Yeah, it's good, and it's a non-isekai isekai, as you would put it.
Mm-hmm.
But it has all the same themes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
A dark main character, except is,
Mhm.
but it's actually like, it's not. I'm gonna get revenge.
It's Kaifku, but for like normal sane people.
I think it's like even insulting to put them in the same sentence. I'm gonna, because he doesn't want revenge. It's not a revenge plot. He wants to be the
He
greatest.
wants to get strong and
He
be the
wants to find
best
find the One
talker.
Piece. Yeah, he wants to be the strongest clan in the world or whatever, because his grandfather was.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, these people try to get you killed. Your teammates try to get you killed, and they've been stealing money from you for like a year. What? Guess I'll destroy the clan from within, sell them on slavery.
Japan can't help themselves.
They
Right?
cannot. They
It's either
really can't.
slavery or prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Final Fantasy 16.
Man,
What's the theme of Final Fantasy 16? Ah, yes, the bearers are enslaved because they can do magic. Oh,
interesting.
and FF16 gets really dark about it too. People are upset that there weren't any black people. If they had put black people in this game, there would be riots. There's a scene, there's a side quest, spoilers, I guess, for Final Fantasy 16. There's a side quest where this guy goes, "My dog, I can't find my dog. Can you help me?" And you go, "Okay, I'll help you find your dog." This dog who's been fighting people, I guess, or whatever. And you go and look for it. Oh my god, this dog was killing bearers, slaves. What the heck? I must defeat it. You defeat the dog. No, my dog! You filthy bearer! You weren't supposed to win, you were supposed to die! And then it's like, oh, this 7-year-old has been feeding slaves to this fucking animal. Now you must die. It's like, oh my god.
It's insanely ridiculous to think about, but you look at like real U.S. history, and
That
that shit
is
definitely happened.
and much worse. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, no, you made the right call not putting black people in this game. Because could you imagine? Oh my god. I was like,
It would be horrendous.
that's that's close to home. That's bad. That's I wasn't expecting them to do that. Kudos, I guess, because you're showing how fucked up it is. It's the one fucking Japanese property where it's like, slavery bad. I'm telling you, slavery bad. and every other author's like, but superpowered good, but it could be, it might be, and they're like, no, slavery bad. The one good one. They can't refuse.
I guess there's one other trope I wanted to touch up on a little bit with with which I both enjoy when it's done correctly and very much hate when it's done poorly, and it's more often than not with isekai, but it happens in other things. But it's uh, the subversion of expectations based upon the genre of which you're reading.
Mm.
So I guess some bad examples with isekai would be, and these are all things I don't like. Maybe
Yeah.
you do. Go fuck yourself. But like in another world, my smartphone, which came out around when isekai was really getting popular, but there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't anything like that really, or like uh, reincarnated as a slime,
Mm-hmm.
or a refrigerator, or fucking a spider or some shit. Oh wow, you're not just guy manly with superpowers, you're slime manly with superpowers. Cool. But then you have other good ones, with isekai or whatever, where it's, I can't remember the name, but it was one where it was like the dude doesn't have any powers, he's just like mad smart, and he's like kind of fucked up in the head. And so I remember at some point he was like helping the town look for bandits or some shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so he like got into the mind of a bandit, like, hey, what the fuck would I do?
Yeah.
Which, it's one of those things where it's like, if it's done right, it's pretty fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the what was it? The instant death one.
I'm sorry. I need to stop you because I was trying to look for it and I go and just I'm scrolling down, Google, find this, stops me in my tracks. Isekai weight gain visual novel in another world of fat chicks.
Nah, that's hard. That's hard. That's tough.
Hey yo, new chapter dropped of In Another World with Fat Chicks. Ooh, okay. Yeah, all right. It's gone too far.
Yeah, but
Take it all
I
away.
guess it's just subversion of expectations, which is hard to do.
If I ran a manga company, publishing company, I would have every editor there'd be a mandate in their contracts where if they are editing a mangaka's chapter and the words slave, guild, or seduce are in those chapters, they get striked immediately and get
Yeah,
fired.
that
Barred from that
their manga gets
company.
axed.
Yeah. Immediately.
It has to be
Mm-hmm,
done.
mm-hmm. And if they're like going to a hearing where they're like talking about, oh, do you want to publish this? Let me read the first chapter. I'm sorry, we can't publish this. Yeah, you're gonna have to look somewhere else.
Let's see. Chapter 1, page 18. It's stated, I need to make sure I have enough money to buy the slave.
What? So, what's the title
Get
of
him
this
gone.
again? In Another World, seducing in the slave guild.
That just sounds like the slaves have a union. You can treat them bad, but not too bad. My life as a slave master. And that's definitely a thing.
Oh
Already.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But they call it manager instead. Makes it sound better. It should be your responsibility to not translate those.
No bullshit.
Just stop. Then nobody will read it. And it will fail. Simple.
All
And it
right.
hmm.
I definitely have a couple more topics, but I'll just pick like one or two more.
Sure.
Right. There was one I thought about. Uh, a lot of the times when I drive for work, uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll like throw on like a video essay or something like that, or
Podcast.
like someone
Adjacent.
talking for like an hour or two about some YouTube drama I don't give a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, I was listening to one about this one YouTuber talking about how another YouTuber was like trashing them. Like they were the YouTuber was a smaller creator versus this much larger creator like trash talking them or whatever, and like being really weird and manipulative and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the smaller YouTuber was pregnant at the time, and she was like, "I'm I'm so scared that I was so scared at the time that I was going to lose my child because of all the stress."
Mm-hmm.
And this was a really hard time for me, and I was in a really dark place. And then Rocket Money sponsor. And I just felt it was so bizarre to have a sponsorship in a video where you're talking about like potentially having like a stillborn child.
Listen, if it's listen, this is not the great country of the good old US of A. If you cannot commercialize your pain and suffering, all right? And I'll be damned if I have that taken from me.
It's so weird, man. It's like because there are definitely other creators I've seen where it's like because we're talking about dark themes in this video, I'm not taking a sponsorship, and any ad revenue is going
Mm-hmm.
towards XYZ Foundation.
Yeah.
She never did that.
Listen, that just highlights the fact that it's truly a choice. you know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so I'm gonna be talking about the day I lost my dad. But before that, we are sponsored today by
check out.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends has 5,000 new characters you can play, and if you use my code today, you can get 10,000 loot boxes.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so my dad passed away because he overdosed on crack cocaine and heroin.
He ate 87 SpongeBob stickers.
Shout out Shoe Nice.
Yeah.
But it's just like, where do you draw the line with that kind of thing?
For who? Where does who draw that line?
I guess in this case for the creator, where do you go? This is a really fucked up subject. I don't think that I should make money
Monetize?
off of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or because you can still get money from YouTube without a sponsor, or like even like ads playing.
Mm-hmm.
You still get money.
Yeah.
So like where is the line between what I'm talking about is fucked up but not fucked up enough for me to not make any money?
Ah, I see. I mean, obviously that's really subjective, right? But personally, let me think. Where is that line? I feel like when people say, "Where's the line?" I go, if I'm at the line, I'm not going to do it because at the line feels the same as going beyond the line, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm anywhere near it, I'm like, yeah, so I'm talking about this one time I killed this family of 3, ran straight into them. Shit kind of sucked. Uh but don't forget Star Trek Battleship Fleets, epic mobile game, man. You got to try it out. You
Check
can
out my new Ridge wallet.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that. You're like, "Oh yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
one time I'm talking about this one time I was fighting this one dude, and then when he fell over, he died. It was really terrible. I hated everything I did about that. I really regret my actions of that time. I've worked to become a better person. And you know who's also worked to become a better person? You. BetterHelp.com.
BetterHelp.com, from what I've heard, is horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I've heard
they're
that too.
actually just scum fucks.
Yeah, because there's like no certification system. So it's just any fucking person who wants to say shit.
Matter of fact, we could get some one nuns doing that shit.
We really could. They'd be like, oh my god, you're so great. Yeah, we are.
I know.
Liars too.
After the consultation meeting. Yeah, so ultimately what I would prescribe you with is a full dosage of Thug It Out with a side dosage of It Is What It Is.
Now, what do you say? That's right. Yes, Unk. And, you know, if it ever gets a little too tough, don't forget, I'm so back. We'll counter it all. Absolutely.
We in this bitch.
If you, in fact, say it's so over, just to let your brain release that energy. Because once you release that energy from it's so over, you will immediately begin to feel like you're so back. And after that, you're good to go.
If you're ever feeling down, I need you to repeat 3 times, it's okay, and 5 times, I'm fine.
It's all good 3 times in the mirror, twice a day.
Now, in our next session, I'm going to ask you if you're doing all right. And you know what I want to hear? Yeah, I'm good.
I need you to practice 3 different ways. I'm good. It's all right. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. Hitting 4th one. We straight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go. Be off. That'll be $150.
Now, what's crazy is that is like, you know, we're joking about it, but that is like a genuine thing that helps people.
Yeah. Affirmations. Bro, we
Look,
just do this. What the fuck are we
We
doing?
don't even need a degree.
Free? We're doing this for free right now. What the fuck is going on?
The great mental health discussion.
Oh shit.
TGMD.
Wait, TGMHD.
Nah, that's hard. TGMD.
Yeah. The great health discussion, TGHD. It's a toss up which one you get.
I really wonder what Couch and Tamarrow are gonna talk about. You know, last episode they covered a lot about anxiety and depression. Oh, this is porn.
I wonder what they're talking about. And it's just a clip. 60 FPS. Clap shot back shots.
Clap shot back shots with extra cream pie and mega squirting. I'm telling you, Sexy Red. Hit me up.
No bullshit. I will be your manager for nothing. Like, it'll just be a name. I just want to hang out. Shit. Ski Yee is also an affirmation if you think about it.
Ski Yee is kind of just like it is what it is, but you know how it go.
Yeah.
And I think for the final topic I wanted to talk about today, something that's definitely been in discussion before, but I want to talk about artists that rode the coattails of rap and then transitioned to a different genre after the fact.
Oh, yeah, the people who say they're too good for it now?
Yeah. Or not even necessarily people that say that, but you can tell that they didn't do rap because they enjoy rap.
Wow.
You know, like just for example, Gross Malone or like Doja Cat.
Yep. I was also thinking Tyler.
Tyler even.
For
I
sure. I mean,
it's
he's
really
been
a
on
toss
record
up.
saying that.
Has he really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's like who I was talking about when I said that.
Tyler or like it's either Uzi or like Trippy that were like, no, I'm not a
Trippy.
rapper.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
rock star.
I feel like Yachty may have tried that shit once. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I hate it.
It's so
I
ugly.
hate it so damn much. Yeah, no, I made this album.
It's the reverse Dr. Dre.
It is, and like, how are people like going from listening to like rap shit to like most of the time rappers transition to pop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I listen to a good amount of rap. I like other genres a lot, but I listen to a good amount of rap. I don't like pop at all.
Right.
So I can't imagine people that were originally listening to them continuing on through the different genres unless they really like the artist.
Yeah, for sure. I don't follow artists because I like them specifically. That has become ever more true the more we learn about our favorite artists. Um, I'm here for the music.
Yeah.
You know? So you go, yeah, I just dropped this new rock album. Y'all hear something?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, basically.
Where's my fucking Topanga 2? Or my fucking Dark Knight demo too.
Where's my Grinch Returns?
Hold up, take a moment, still count my guap. Count my guap.
That's so fucking bad, dog. Oh my god.
I
Oh.
was Southside, still bad with the Grinch. Like, I need some shit like that, not like, or like fucking Uzi. Like, I was reminded because I was thinking about System of a Down,
Mm-hmm.
since I was talking about it a little bit earlier. Uzi put out I I guess it's a cover of Chop Suey,
Mm-hmm.
and it is so fucking bad. Like, I need to I need to show you the comparison after we're done. Like,
Okay.
it's abhorrent, son. It's like, I like get it, you know, you you don't like rap. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you blow up off a rap and then you turn around and go, "Yeah, I didn't really like it in the first place."
Yeah, like okay, bro.
Like, you know how mad disrespectful that is to, like, not even like the average Joe like us that like make some songs every now and again, but even like the big professional people that, started out with rap and stayed with rap.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's another one of those things where it's people
I'm
that,
not black, I'm OJ.
yeah, it's people that don't respect a certain culture, but they use it to their advantage when it helps them.
Yep. Yep. There's one exception to this rule, and I think it's Rod Wave. That brother needs to go into R&B.
I mean, yeah, he's a great singer.
I don't know why he's still doing rap shit.
Rod
That nigga
Wave,
needs to
or
start
we
singing on
had
some
we had
shit.
yams, sweet yams like
Can I
Fetty
get
has
to?
man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like
That nigga got some lungs, bro.
Put that man in Boys to Men too.
I got hoes. Whoever that dude was on TikTok.
Oh, fucking that dude. Oh, I love that dude's video so much.
Yeah. It's just
Whoever the
like,
F was
bro,
that?
I need Raw Wave to do a cover of Kiss from a Rose, because, like, stop playing, bro.
Get,
I'm
let me
sorry.
get
I'm sorry I put that in someone's head because now they can't have it.
that would go insanely stupid, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mario Judah.
Mario Dude is dead.
Okay.
I killed him.
Why?
You seen what he did with that the baby shit. He deserved it.
All right. Valid, valid, valid.
That is not the baby.
I'm trying. I can't think of any more, like, besides those, honestly. We have to wait for more to show up.
I think it is definitely like a thing popular with people that kind of blew up around the SoundCloud era or shortly after,
Mm-hmm.
where, you know, if not being on SoundCloud, their sounds very SoundCloud-esque.
Mm-hmm. Like if Ski said, "Yeah, I didn't fuck with rap."
Yeah, shit like that.
It's like, bro, you invented SoundCloud rap.
Hmm. That's what's so jarring about like Trippy or Lil Boat talking like that, because you think of Yachty, you think of like fucking. And I got call that Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay about it, and then you can't take the heat, or some shit like that. But then you try to turn around and go, "Yeah, I actually make gospel music now."
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten really into country. Your comethazine. Why?
Comethazine will never change.
No,
I
no,
will
no.
100% put my money and my 10 toes down on that.
For sure. For sure. Ugh. Yeah, it's disappointing to see type shit.
Hmm.
And it will only increase. I mean, Kanye never said that shit about rap, but he definitely tried to make a gospel album.
I'm not even gonna say it. Like, people don't like Jesus is King. I'm I'm not a Christian, as many may be aware at this point.
The Jew with the goo is not a Christian?
I like gospel music, and I think overall, like, as a gospel album, is pretty good.
I don't like gospel for the most part. Mostly because I have uncomfortable feelings surrounding it.
Or I guess not necessarily all gospel,
Yeah.
but like soul gospel. I like.
Sure, yeah, yeah. I think I can understand that. For sure.
But I was thinking of Kanye with Jesus is King. It's very interesting, and I think it's fine when artists do that. If Tyler didn't say anything about not liking rap, I would have been like, okay, yeah, Igor's cool, but you know, he still put out whatever the fuck his most recent project was called,
I didn't
which
even
is
bother to listen, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think, you know, for what it's worth, there are some Tyler songs I do like, but
Yep.
most of them are off of Igor, which is his singing.
Yeah. Not my cup of tea usually.
Yeah.
Hmm. Speaking of Kanye, did you know I saw this on Twitter the other day? Some people were trying to argue that Late Registration is not a classic. Like not
Kanye has like nothing but classics.
people are trying to argue that Late Registration is not a classic. Literally.
That's like saying Good Kid, Mad City ain't a classic.
Yeah.
What?
That's like saying To Pimp a Butterfly is not a classic.
That's insane.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I need to look at the track list of Late Registration real quick because that is
They're like, yeah,
the
only college dropout and graduation, and maybe 808s and heartbreaks, but that's it.
don't even get. I love 808s. I love 808s. I will smack a bitch if they say that shit. Okay. Late registration. Already the first thing I see, first thing I thought about. She take my money.
Bro, let me say,
Gold Digger
if
alone.
it's not a classic, why did I name my horse in Red Dead Online Gold Digger?
Gold Digger. Touch the sky. Hey mama, son. Oh my god, hey mama. Celebration. Diamonds from Sierra Leone. That is the most ridiculous shit I think I've heard.
Yeah, you can just say anything on the internet for sure. You will not be free from the consequences, though.
I just like, where is this coming from? Who is saying this?
Fucking
Is it
probably
people that just like
probably like 14-year-olds, if we had to
it's
guess.
it's got to be people that didn't grow up on Kanye.
Yeah. That's my thought too. Imagine growing up on Doja. That is insane.
Like I still like vividly remember like late nights driving home from school or like uh driving home from my sister's house when my mom picked me up and just hear, now welcome to the good life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, or she take my money, but I'm in need. Like it's and especially with Kanye, like you could say for like other artists, some may see it as classics, others may not. But Kanye is like a staple hold in the rap industry.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't like his rapping, his beat production is.
Yeah, I actually thought about it. Is there anyone who would ever argue that he's not one of the greatest artists of all time? Are there
I,
people that would
I
actually argue that?
I can see, yes, especially just within the rap sphere, but without warrants.
Mm.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I like Eminem, NF, half a Logic, um, this, that, and the third, or no, I like Biggie, Pac, Nas, fucking Slick Rick, Most Def, Outcast,
Yeah.
shit. But if you look at it from an objective standpoint,
Babytron. I'm such a big Babytron fan.
I hate Babytron. I I don't like them. I don't like this new wave of rappers for the most part. Like definitely way more so with men than women in the rap game. Like
Oh yeah.
new age women rappers are on top of that shit. But
Oh,
you
for
have
sure.
like fucking Babytron and Yeet.
The only thing he ever did good was that fucking collab, the Mariah Carey fucking Drewski song.
That's it.
Yeah, in the trenches, honestly.
Yeah. But, you know, there's a reason that people like Ye or Wayne are still putting out tracks to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because a fuck ton of people fuck with them still.
Yep, and rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne is still dropping insane shit for no reason.
Wayne's always on top of his game,
Makes no sense.
and like even like off of like for Kanye, like off of Donda,
Mm-hmm.
modern classic for me. I almost died. Amos Donda. Come on, son.
Honestly, for me, I think what the fuck is it called? Off the Grid.
We off the grid,
Grid, grid,
grid, grid,
grid.
grid, grid.
That was
Like
that one and Hurricane.
modern classics.
Yeah.
So to say,
And Keep It Burning, Future and Kanye. The most toxic pairing I've ever heard, by the way. This kind of goes hard. I won't lie.
that is hard. But out of
City on fire.
out of any and every Ye album, Late Registration? You know, I could hear arguments for like Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, not necessarily being a classic, or like Watch the Throne, even Life of Pablo to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Late Registration, that's a crime.
Yeah. That is a yap situation right there. Cause no way you actually think that.
It's brutal. It's so fucking brutal.
Well, yeah. I don't got nothing else to say, honestly.
We can wrap it up. It's been
Yes. Yeah. I've been looking at the thing go up.
I had my Audacity tabbed out for a little bit.
But if you've made it to the end of this video, thank y'all for watching so much. We appreciate y'all. We will be back. What's it? We'll probably be back in October, if we're being honest, for TGWD and whatever we want discussion. Hopefully that month as well. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Rappers,
Shout out
rapettes,
to
rap theirs.
everyone getting up on our YouTube or downloading our shit. We are at 327 subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm. It sure fucking is. But yeah, you ain't got nothing else to say?
No, sir.
We're gonna head out for today.
Peace.
See ya.